on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible with that? Spot, and then we spin the block around, it's like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Plan to sneak in so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself, top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but we've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the
be more with it, bro.
Be more.
Bitch, we from Baltimore. We ain't worried about no curfew. Yeah, we from Baltimore.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
We ain't worried about no curfew.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They talking about curfew. Where's we from? Curfew. Blah, 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 blah. Skeleton. The Ravens, man. Only us now.
Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ah, Lord. We just gotta worry because their front seven is nice. He don't got Earl. They don't got no Earl Thomas on the line. We ain't worried about no curfew. I still don't got my number 1.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
My punter.
He was called on 3 times.
Hey, look at that.
Last
What
week
type
his
of
first
punter is
one
that?
here's
For
away.
real.
Hey
now.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
That's a fumble, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to.
Hey, no! What?
Touchdown.
Okay. We got to force some turnovers. We got to force some turnovers. We got to force some turnovers, baby.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know,
let's go.
Love to say,
let's go.
Even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
She gonna go.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
We went Baltimore.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another
Okay.
fumble.
See, Daniel Jones making up for those first 2 passes.
25-yard line.
I mess with it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10
that didn't sound right
at their
on
25-yard line.
I didn't like the way that joint sounded. Damn, we're coochie loud.
Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's
Good
complete.
tackle. -1. Let's go, boy.
He backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Yeah, we want Baltimore.
Now it's 3rd down.
All right, guys. We trying.
Timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Just nothing over top.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Slipped.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they...
It's always that play is OC, bro.
A good pickup there.
I'm bad at the game, Orion. Okay. 10 and 5. 10 and 5. You're 10 and 5. Don't talk to me.
Again, Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few
We could have got that.
Drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This man called me trash and he lost to a 2-win team, too. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Get the feet in bounds. Get the feet. Get the feet. Oh, come on. You got to give me that, man. Got to give me that. Get the feet in bounds.
They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And he missed it.
Okay.
It's no good.
Oh,
The score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I
I
feel very
stand
confident
corrected.
about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard.
Roughing the passer,
He'll be
man.
out of bounds after getting this one across
Sheesh,
the 40.
try to hurt my
So
QB.
mark
It's
off
QB
the
number 1,
yardage for
baby.
roughing the passer.
It's
And I've
QB
seen
number
this
1,
before.
baby.
On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway. when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal calls are never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Why is this man Daniel Jones so tired?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He finds Coleman, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up.
Now Coleman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1 yard. 1st down, Giants.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jones pass.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10.
First of all, it was supposed to be a delayed fade. This man just went off rip.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there.
That's the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Giants
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to go up top. And got his man. Complete. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Excuse me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they
Slayton,
went,
go. Slayton, go. You can do it. I can do it better. One play. Slayton, go. Slayton, go. Come on now.
Darius Slayton, 76 yards.
Slayton, go.
And the Giants have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
and I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. Left side, it's complete.
Bro, like, first of all,
This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22
where's the
yards.
pressure?
That's also where they snapped it from, the 22-yard line.
he's not catching.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully.
This is a high intensity game right now.
That's one step in the proper direction.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
He hasn't even seen it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Conservative tackles, like what deems is a non-conservative tackle?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jones on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st down, Giants.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, let's go
like this man is tired.
I just need something right here.
Why is this man so tired?
Result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Like 2 clocks now.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track and it cost it.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Jones. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Sheesh.
Second and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. will become a little more ho-hum.
Right.
Yeah, they
You can't
really
really
are.
talk
And
to
I
them.
know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And
That's a
that'll be
flag.
incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Giants 21,
So,
Ravens 10.
Oh, Ryan, pull up the canvas. Bring me a
Good
ladder.
to go now, following the touchdown here to kick it
Call me
away.
trash.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So he doesn't risk another fumble. Like, this one's over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take
Campus,
us to
bro.
a 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
No, bruh. No. This running back
He's
is
able
not.
to get to first before he's taken down at the 36. Baltimore 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Has to be a jump.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to
What up, Billy? Like he's catching.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And nothing but green grass here.
Let's freaking go, bruh. Let's go.
It's a pick.
Let's go.
And a Giants touchdown.
Let's go, bruh.
But I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ronnie.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 49.
Take it back.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Like, this is so much, like, bro, did no one else see the boost this man just got when he, like, when he was running right next to him?
A big play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a little blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Zoom. Like, dang, bro. This one's got a hell of a speed boost out that shit, bro. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
25-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Thank you, little nigga.
Picked by Julian Love. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 17. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Bend but don't break. Can't give it no big plays.
This taken in about
quick.
4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
What?
Three going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
This is literally what I'm talking
Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
This man just recovered stumbling like that. Like, what even is that animation?
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Giants 35, Ravens 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was
got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Marcus Peters.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Second and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great... movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? all throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
There have been some questionable passes that just went through. That might be one of the biggest ones. Not going to catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Not even going to catch.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's low-key OC. You got the back games. But I 444. What do I do?
Yo. Sit on.
Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some.
Standing right next to him.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike, 50. Check. Mike's 57. 57's right. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 22. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and 1 from the 2. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
toss outright. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
That would be a big move to score. And if he just tried to drive down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete.
Just trying to drive down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Is it?
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Is it? I just want to know.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I got like 1.
But Charles, it's one thing to win.
We about to see, Tim.
The amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the
Yes, sir.
zone.
4 takeaways versus my 1.
So for the Giants, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Guys, I'm not stopping the stream. We better just keep on. Let's gonna keep this rolling. Actually, I gotta rename the stream. Danny Dimes.
Broke to a guy with a mask. what I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and some rings, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact,
alright, for the people still on the stream, I'm gonna stop it to rename it, and then we're gonna start it again. We about to play the Cowboys. This is the last game of the season before the playoffs. I think if I win this, I win a division, and I'll get second place in seeding, and I'll get a bye week. If I don't win, then we're gonna see.
Sometimes I need to stay hydrated, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, went from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet.
Three NFC East teams made it, right? That's crazy. Who is that? Who is this?
They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my way.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked the dozen roses. Don't get my car, don't let alibi specials. I finally starting to realize never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
Returning from injury, we got Golden Tate back, baby! Baby! No cap, Coleman? This man Golden Tate might be out and you might be in. Because year 10.
try to intrude. Crossing the multitude, that be cool to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Press up an item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shot you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this is jungle. The top always gonna get
yeah.
the middle gotta stay hunting. Why don't rush up for nothing?
Nah. After you was talking trash, oh, you ass.
I know. I said you're better.
It told me my seed was set. If I win, I clinch playoffs. But either if I win, I clinch playoffs, or wait, no. Because if I lose, Cowboys win, and Eagles lose, that means the Cowboys clinches the playoffs. I know, no, look. No, I'm saying clinch the division.
So you could potentially be the second seed, or you could be the seventh seed, depending on the stuff. See, I'm already in the playoffs. It says your offensive coordinator wants to.
Am I right? Alright, look. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, this is weird, bro. There's so many different scenarios. Hold on, let me stop this stream and start the other one.